Hello, beautiful charms of the Effortless Change Academy and the secret code. Tonight, we're going to just take a little diversion. So I'm excited that you're here. Y'all have been just ingesting this stuff. And so tonight, we're just going to scale it back a little bit. I've had some great feedback in the group. I enjoy the fact that, I mean, yeah, you made an investment, but we've always made investments, right, and stuff. But I love that you're investing your time, and I love that you're investing your energy by sharing your experiences, what you're going through, what you're growing through, I should say, rather, so that we can support you as a sisterhood, right? So if you do have a particular question you have or something that you were dealing with or a trigger that we can address tonight, I want you to put it in the comment chat, in the group chat. And what we'll do, we'll talk about it. There's one in particular I'd love to start with my girl, my tear charm. And but first, let me just open it up and please tell me how your week has been. Sally and I've been already talking, Chantel, so I'm going to let her share if she wants to later. You open for us tonight.
So this has been a professionally challenging week.
Yes.
But a very personally rewarding week.
All right. Do tell.
And it kind of started end of last week. We're going through a major reorg, found out some things that appear on the surface not to be in my favor or in my best interest. But almost immediately I was presented with opportunities to be in the space that really matters.
Oh my gosh. I love that.
You know, and I say that because since everyone doesn't know, I lost a very good sister friend in June of this year to breast cancer. And she left us an amazingly beautiful gift in the way of a 15-year-old and a 3-year-old. So I find myself now co-parenting, being auntie on call for this 3-year-old. So I had a horrible day at work. Literally, I had planned on abusing my liver that evening.
The girl said abusing her liver.
And I got a call that I needed to pick her up from school. Well, after I got her situated, I sat down and really had a conversation with myself and said, whatever is going on professionally, understand that job is just a part of it. What's really important was being here in this moment. The people you love, the space you create for them, remembering the joy, remembering the happiness, just living in the love. That's what's important.
That's it.
That kind of set me up for the rest of the foolishness that came this week.
Yeah.
That while a lot of my coworkers are, oh my goodness, what's going on? I'm like, whatever, because as they're speaking all of these bad things, I'm telling myself, no good thing will he keep from me. All things work together for my good. So while they're speaking all this negativity, I'm speaking spiritually to myself. This is going to be a good thing. As a matter of fact, I just spent 2.5 hours talking to my coworker and really kind of explaining to her that professionally, I understand that because I operate in excellence, I present some challenges. The challenges and the problems people have with me, that's their problem. That ain't mine, because I am who he called me to be. So it's been a real interesting week, and that's where that post came from.
Gotcha. So it was work related.
Yep.
Work related, and folks, we have to people. Sometimes we don't want to people. Sometimes even I, an extrovert, sometimes I don't want to people, right? But we don't live in a silo or in a vacuum or on an island. And the reason we're having these experiences, lovely, is because that's a part of us that has to grow, and so it is a challenge. I'll admit that it's a challenge when you see stuff that's not going fairly. Because everybody has a different, hey, how you doing, Cheryl, Takia, Jules? A different perspective of what fairness looks like and what it feels like. Mm-hmm. But I can say this, and you have already highlighted this so eloquently, and that is if we do not focus on what we feel like, y'all, we manifest craziness. We have to feel like we deserve to feel good. And when we think about the injustices that go on in the workplace, in our homes, in the society, when we think about those things, they don't make us feel good. And the reason they don't make us feel good is that is not the perspective that God, who is in us, has on the situation. And so, especially when you have to work a 40, 60-hour week job, how significant it has to be that you're the light. And clearly it sounds like you are. So I just appreciate you sharing that perspective. The thing is that when we see injustice, that means that we already consider somebody a victim. And God doesn't see victims.
Right.
He just doesn't see victims in any scenario. And that sounds awful to the human being, because we are known to champion for injustices, advocate, when we see the disenfranchised and the disempowered. But the truth of the matter is that when we're in that vibration, it's such a powerless and disempowering feeling. You can't be the victor and the victim. And people say, well, Keisha, what are you trying to say? Just stick our head in the sand? Because clearly you got to understand that there's some victimizers out here. And I say, well, that's exactly what he means when he says turn the other cheek. Look at this in a different way. Like you said, what is the goodness that we can take away from this? And there are no victimizers if there are no victims. So I thank you for, I don't know if I answered your question. Sounds like you handling it, Miss Ali. But it is a challenge for us not to get emotionally involved. But the thing is that when we do get emotionally involved in all these rifts and tears, that means we now become a vibrational match to whatever that situation is. And when we become vibrational matches to the anger, the fear, the quote unquote injustice and unfairness, this is when we have these mass situations to occur. And we figure, oh my gosh, how could that have happened? How could God have let that happen? Well, as law, and we know a law is just a principle where we can predict the consequence of an act. Law of gravity, law of relativity, law of inertia, law of thermodynamics. The law of attraction says like will attract like. You get in down there with the dirt and get up down there with the dogs, you are going to get up with fleas. There is no place to stand in anger and it have a positive result. It's just not. The best thing that we can do, y'all, in situations like that, when we see injustice, is to send that situation love. Because one woman in vibrational alignment with God is more powerful than a million who are not. That's who Jesus was. He was in vibrational alignment because he kept reminding us, I am my Father, he is me. We're the same person. That's why he had to keep going off to himself. Sometimes, folk was cutting up. You sometimes have to just steal away. What they say, steal away. Get away from the chaos. Sometimes I had to get in my car from my children. And when I was homeschooling them, and David would come home after a long day, I would just get the keys and I'd give him that look and he knew exactly what was going on. I would just get in that car, hop in that car, y'all, with no particular place in mind to go. But y'all gonna stop calling my name. Thank you for sharing that, Sally. Chantel, we're gonna let you go after Jules. And Miss Cheryl, we're so excited to see Cheryl and Takia tonight. Yes, queens. Miss Jules, how has your week been?
Girl, did you not watch my video yet?
I have not. You did a did you do a video in the group?
Oh, I should have. Can I just share the one I did?
Yes, absolutely. Y'all, anything you want me to see, especially inside the group. I'm not saying out on your personal page necessarily, but definitely in the group. If you want me to see something, please tag my name in it. Sometimes the algorithm just does not act right, even inside groups. So some things I might see like a day later or what have you. But go ahead, Miss Jules.
Okay, so basically, and this has happened to a lot of people today. So you got to listen to the whole thing before you interrupt, because I'll start off like with the negative speak, but then I'm going to turn it into the positive speak so that you can have the story. So the alarm didn't go off. I missed the meditation. I didn't get to do my prayers. I got woke up to the doorbell of the kid that I babysit, whose father was standing there wondering why I wasn't already dressed and ready to take his son to school. That was just the beginning, right? And then I get in the van and I start to take the boy over to the school, and I stepped down on the brakes and I heard something. And I mean, it wasn't a good something. It was a holy shit, what is this with my van, right? And so I'm just like praying that I can get this little boy to school after this whole morning. And I just sat there and I just like took a breath and I was like, you know what? We have one vehicle. My husband works nights. The only way to get this fixed is if I go do this right now. Right now. So I just went straight over to the brake shop. Put my name on the list. I was waiting to be seen. You know how they do that and check everything, and then they give you like an estimate and whatnot. And I started feeling so damn sorry for myself. Oh, Lord, poor Julie. She has to take care of the van all by herself.
Yes.
Oh, poor Julie doesn't have anybody in the whole world to help her. Well, poor Julie this and poor Julie that. The next thing I know, I was almost in tears. So I reached out to my inner child coach, Leah Vander Linden. Can we give
her soul charm?
Right? And yeah, and I'm in her VIP group this month. So she talked me through it.
That is so awesome.
We found, it was awesome. What I found out was it had nothing to do with anything that was going on. Little Julie inside of me was feeling scared and helpless. It had nothing to do with all the stuff going on around me.
Yes.
So once I was able to acknowledge the fact that I was scared and I felt helpless, the next step she talked me through was tell me all the good things about you. So then we started listing off all the good things. And she goes, now what do you do for other people? And so I listed off that. And she goes, now why the hell, if you're that nice to other people, you can't freaking be that nice to Julie?
Amen.
You know what I mean? Just like that.
Just
and
like that.
The tears started falling when I realized, y'all, this is the part, y'all, you're just gonna, this synchronicity is crazy amazing. So first off, we got paid today. We never get paid today. We got paid a day early. My husband had overtime for working holidays on this check. When the guy came out, not only was there a leak in the brake lines, there was no brake pad left on my van, you all. And it was nothing but Jesus driving me to that brake store. You know what I'm saying? He got me there and he kept my family safe. And can you all imagine if I would have sat and just felt bad for myself the next day with all my family in that van? What would have happened to us?
Hallelujah. Oh my gosh, Julie.
I know, I got chills, baby.
I know. You're giving me goosebumps.
So then let me, one more thing. I gotta go the rest of the way. Gotta go the rest of the way. So then I started thinking about what these men at this Breakmaster store do all day. So I picked my little self up and I walked my arse over to Walmart and I got them some cookies and I got them some candy canes and I got them a thank you card. And I said, in case nobody has told you all what you do, it's so precious. You've saved me. You've saved my family and you do it every day. And I said, maybe nobody ever tells you guys maybe nobody ever stops to thank you, and all you ever hear is complaints. And I got a big Christmas bag, and I threw it all in there, and I made it all pretty, and I waited. I waited till I left because God was saying, don't do it now. You do it now and sit here for an hour and a half, you're going to get all this. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't want that, Lord. That's not what I want. So as I was leaving, he handed me the receipt. I handed him the bag, and I said, I can't thank you enough for blessing me and helping me grow today. You have no idea the lesson that I have learned, and you are part of that lesson for me and for my family. And I'm going to go home and I'm going to tell my kids about this and how amazing you guys are and what you've done for me and the blessing. And the manager was just like, you didn't have to do this. He was almost speechless. And he goes, you know what? I'm just going to go back to the break room right now. I'm going to make an announcement, and I'm going to show everybody your card. I said, well, thank you. You all have a wonderful day. And I left before I started bawling my head off. So my video was called How to Take Shit and Turn It into Shine. And that's exactly what you do. It's all in your mindset. Thank you for allowing me the time to share, ladies.
Amen. Thank you, Jules, because baby, you are right. It's all about mindset. It's all about mindset. And you know what? Y'all, first of all, we're human. And some days I'm more out of alignment than in. And sometimes we beat up on ourselves. But y'all, when we catch ourselves doing good, celebrate it. Jules, it's who you are now. It's who you are. It's all about the being, not the doing. We do a whole lot of shit, but it's all about the being. And yes, sometimes we throw that, we RSVP for our own little pity party. And today, David's out of town again today, and y'all, he's been going. He's had so many opportunities. He called me today twice about 2 other opportunities that have been available to him, y'all. And I just had to think as I was driving, bringing Asa back from practice, headed here for the training. I just had to remind myself to appreciate. Y'all, we have to appreciate what we have while we seek everything that we want to have. To appreciate things, it's an understatement. And Jules, guess what? Let me tell you why I loved what you shared. I love the ending. I love the beginning. I loved it. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. But what I really loved, you've been such a great student. Maybe 17 seconds later, you were conscious. You were aware. Ladies, we're going to get angry. We're going to get sad. Hello, beautiful Leah. We are going to get upset. We're going to get frustrated. We're going to get in our feelings. We're going to get in our fence. Ladies, we know too much. We know too much now. We have to be conscious. You were aware. I'm aware I'm about to go down a train, a trail, a path that I don't want to go down. Is it worth me feeling the way I feel to be feeling this way tomorrow and the next day? I deserve to feel good. Ladies, we have to be conscious of that. I deserve to feel good. And when I look at the things that I don't want, I'm not going to feel good. And when I'm not feeling good, I'm not allowing what I want into my life. It's really simple as AB = C. Thank you so much, Jules. You gave us our happy dance for today. I appreciate that. So, Miss Chantil, I want to hear from everybody tonight on the mic. You did talk at the last session, so I will give you an opportunity to defer to Cheryl or to share something briefly or.
Oh, no, I was waiting for you to unmute me. Sorry.
Okay. Go ahead.
I unmuted myself. Well, good night. Hello, hello, everybody. Good evening. Wow, this is, I can't say enough about this this group. I'm enjoying it. I've been diligent in my studying and in my note taking, and trigger hit home for me because I do have some triggers, and I react a certain way with some triggers. Mm-hmm. So, I told you that my background is in nutrition, and I'm very, very knowledgeable, and I can, educate everybody else. But when it comes to me, I either put myself on the back burner, or sometimes I go through this where I like self-sabotage myself. So I've really been conscientious of my health for the last 2 weeks. And we eat when we're social, we eat during the holidays, mm-hmm. and then you eat when you're frustrated, you eat when you're sad, you know what I'm saying? And yes. So as a teacher, my days are very long and very stressful. I've got tutoring in the morning, I've got 8 classes back to back, we have mandatory meetings after school, and then we're still planning. So my days are long. But earlier this week, a lot of the teachers were just complaining. I mean, they were like, oh my God, the kids have been so horrible. So-and-so did this and so-and-so did that. And they were like, how have you been doing? And I really wanted to just say, I'm doing great. But I felt bad because everybody else around me was having a bad day.
Yes.
And I've been taking it class by class. Like I've got 150 kids. Out of 150, I'm blessed because 145 of them are great. But yes. The 5 that are stinkers are stinkers. So they have really been pushing and trying to figure out. And I'm not talking about just like being a middle school. I'm talking about full-blown disrespect. And I just don't tolerate that. My kids know I care about them, mm-hmm. but I will go into mama mode when I have to and say, oh, no, sir, you don't talk to me like that. And so anyway, they've been pushing my button. So yesterday was just a long day, and there were things that had happened at work that I just, the first 3 days, today's Thursday, the first 2 days that went great. Yesterday was somewhat challenging. When I got home, I knew that I was feeling frustrated, and I knew that I was feeling like I just needed some downtime. And I knew that if I started communicating with my husband, I was probably going to rip his head off. It wasn't even that I was mad at him. It was just I had a long day. My day started at 7 a.m. It didn't end until 6:45, and I was beat. So I walked in, and he said, hi, how are you doing? I said, I'm good. And then I sat down, and I just looked at my Christmas tree, because my Christmas tree and my lights bring me such peace and calming. And he said, can I make you a glass of coffee? Can I make you a cup of coffee? And I said, I would absolutely love that.
Oh,
and I promise you, I just vegged out for like the next hour. Like I shut down. I didn't want to talk. All I wanted to do was just pull all that energy in and just kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because
yes.
On a regular day, I would have gone and been trying to pull something out of the refrigerator. I mean, I probably would have said, okay, how come you didn't put the clothes in the dryer? What's the deal? You know what I'm saying? And I was really just trying to pull all that in and just saying, you know what? I just need to bring it down. I need to breathe. I need to be quiet for a moment. And then after that, I got up and did whatever I had to do. And then we started having those conversations. So I was proud of myself in that. And also on my conference period, what I would have done is I would have gone and gotten a real Coke, not a diet.
Yeah.
And I probably would have got a pack of M&Ms, but I chose to drink water and chew a piece of gum. So I felt like those were 2 big wins.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just another win for consciousness.
Well, and I'll tell you this part too. The other part that kind of triggered me yesterday it was also one of emotion. Someone reached out to me that I hadn't spoke to in a year and a half because I felt like it was becoming toxic and I'm moving in a different direction and I just can't have that in my space.
Mm-hmm.
It threw me off because I wasn't expecting it. And they basically said, I'd like to have a conversation with you. I don't know if that's going to happen, but just went in and I went, I can't deal with it today because if I send her a text back, it's not going to be good. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to let that go.
Yeah.
I'm going to let go because I want to make sure whatever I say to her, it's going to be authentic and I'm going to mean what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm deal with it right now.
Yeah.
I just kind of. So
yes.
that's how my day went yesterday. And then today was a good day. So
it's good. I just love it, ladies, that y'all are practicing consciousness. That is so awesome, Chantel. Thank you so much for sharing. Thanks for joining us, Sister Charm. Lindsay is on the line. That's awesome. And so, Cheryl, I don't want to put you on the spot, honey, but but you can share.
I can share because I have had a ton going on that lots of people don't know, but I can share with this group because I'm a student of you, Nikisha.
Oh.
So, and I definitely already start out super positive, but we all get tested. We all get tested.
Absolutely.
So I'll give you a little bit of history and go kind of quick, but on Halloween, I got let go from my job of 24 years. Oh. And a couple weeks before that, I knew I needed a change. And so I said to the universe, I said, I can't leave without a package, which is a severance package. And when I did get let go, I got a really very nice severance package. But it was still, I know it's good, but it was still very, very difficult because when they did that, literally I left my laptop and my badge and it happened to be on Halloween. I got on the plane to go to Fallon's retreat.
Yes.
Like I didn't even get to go home. I was like going off. So it's been like a kind of unnerving activity, but because I've seen you and Leah and I've watched your lives, I never succumbed to the feeling of loss. Oh. I shifted to the fact that I already they can't take away who I am or the impact I've had because I've had a really positive impact to that company Absolutely. And the people. Absolutely. And so I was like, I'm just going to go on and figure out where I'm going to go next. And yesterday, there's a company that I had interviewed with 2 years ago. And they had contacted me just before, maybe around the same time, and they had wanted me to come back, and they had said, we want you to come back, and we'll give you to the end of the year to decide.
Yes.
And then you can start whenever you want. So I was in a really beautiful position that this other role was
amazing.
So yesterday I met with them. And I got a verbal offer yesterday and a written offer this morning.
Oh my gosh, Sarah! You gotta post that.
For 23% more pay. So, I know, Nikisha, I can't even explain. Like, you and Leah did lives about this, and I absorbed it. Like, I literally absorbed it to make sure that I would live that. And it's back up by where my mom lives. It's like 4 hours away, and they're gonna give us time to transition. Friends are when he comes home from college. So I'm going to commute, and they agreed to flexibility so that I could go back and forth in a reasonable way. And it's a CFO position. It's CFO, Vice President of Finance.
Oh my goodness! Want to do it? Oh my!
I did, Chantel. I totally said that this was where I'm gonna go, and I didn't even. I totally detached from the outcome, and just said it will be. Even when I drove up to the interview and stuff, I said I'm gonna be okay. Whatever happens today, I'm gonna be okay either way. And I have to show you the picture because when I went back up there, I was driving to the interview place because we have to keep it very confidential. In fact, I have to keep everything super confidential. But this is the Zoom, so I know it's not on Facebook. But this is the halo.
Oh my gosh.
It was this halo of around the sun because it was honestly, it was 23 degrees. It was so cold. But because this is up near between Syracuse and Rochester, New York. So I was like driving and on my way there, the sun made this halo. I'm like,
oh my word.
I'm certain everything's going to be okay.
Yes.
That is the.
Hello.
Right. So I have the written offer. I have till the 14th, and we can decide when I start.
Cheryl. Now, y'all, she gave you a little background information, but Cheryl is, she's totally so modest. She's damn good at what she does. And when I started coaching her, you talked about this job and your background and what you brought to the table. And
when Nikisha hears, because I don't really put it on live because there's too many people that I know from work, and I really try to keep I really believe in what I say, so I try to keep that level of integrity that no one feels unsafe with the things that I'll talk about. Yes. And this company is an employee-owned company. Like the employees own it, and they have 2 restaurants, a gift shop, a flower shop, a manufacturing thing, and a ambulance company.
Cheryl, all that up under the CFO.
Yeah, and an operation there one in the U.S., one in Ireland, and one in China.
Oh my goodness! Ali said winning, #winning.
Yes, it was so really wonderful. So that it was really everything just kind of came full circle, which was what I was seeing on my way there. This big full circle because I had to go through. So it's up. I know, isn't that funny? So, and it's no politics. Like it's a small company, but it's very profitable.
It's better than what you wanted.
It's everything I wanted, and all of the flexibility that I could continue.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Make sure my son was happy. So I just feel like this. When I think back, I don't even remember what live it was, but I think. I don't remember, but whoever you manifested, it was months ago. And I just remember fully absorbing that, okay, I'm going to just shift.
Yes.
And that's getting into this class, as soon as I wrote the license plate, I said, I'm winning this. I'm like, this is mine.
Yes, you did. Oh, you're a money magnet, honey.
I am just like so not only do I get to start, but I get to continue to get paid from my old job for 6 months.
Cheryl.
I know.
Cheryl, this is.
I know. So I'm so excited to share it with
everything.
It's just complete proof because Nikisha coached me and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I just like plugged away.
You did.
And so today I just got the written offer today, which couldn't be more perfect to be on and share with you because it's just really, really, and I know I'm going to be able to continue because I'm working on this finance course.
Yes.
So I'm still going to be able to do that as a
Yes.
CFO. Because I love my...
Charm. You talk about Big Apple charm. Oh my God.
The Big Apple, but we will be able to switch. And we're going to have, like, they said I would have up to 4 years to actually relocate. So I'll be able to figure out the housing and everything.
Right. And that's right. And you move with your baby boy. You can move together.
Well, he can, like, I know he can come here for a while. Like, we don't have to rush until it's natural so that he doesn't miss out getting with his friends and his breaks and stuff. And they have an apartment that they own that I can live in rent free. So I know.
Cheryl.
I know.
The universe's time is impeccable.
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 Yeah.
That is so good. Yes. Everybody give Cheryl virtual high five. Lift it up. Raise the roof. That is so awesome.
So this has been, and it all kind of came together. And so I just haven't, you guys are so cute. I wish I had a video of you. So it's so exciting to me to tell you and Leah especially, because I so significantly remember watching you guys on that live talking about what you did best. So
thank you so much for sharing that. You know what? With every celebration, ladies,
I'm gonna get that job.
Yes. I'm sorry. Am I freezing? Because y'all are freezing a little bit. It might be my connection on my end, but y'all, with every story, everything that we celebrate, y'all is just going to just bring your celebration. Just lay them on the altar. Let us support you. Let us celebrate you, because what gets rewarded gets repeated. The celebrating anchors the knowing. Cheryl knows now that she's a powerful magnet, a manifester, a powerful manifester. You know that because guess what? I talked to you about that. I shared that with you. Not me, Nikisha, but that's you, Jules. I shared that. So I know it happened because you heard it. Takia says, hey, y'all, this is what happened. I know it happened because I shared it with you. You heard it. I heard it. If a tree falls in the forest and nobody hears it, it didn't fall. If you don't share even the things you think are so insignificant and trivial, the universe says, she's grateful for a few little things. I'll give her more. You gotta be grateful. Go ahead, Cheryl.
So the thing that is funny, right before I went into the interview, I got the note from Julie saying, I think you're one of the nicest people I know. And I'm like, I love that compliment. I remember immediately thinking, I love that's one of my favorite compliments because
that's a high compliment.
Yeah, I was like, that's one of my favorites, and so it was kind of fun to really absorb and enjoy that compliment. And then all of this, this all happened almost this week. Like a lot happened before, but it all culminated this week, and I feel like it was very much all connected.
Honey, this started. If we're going to work things by law, the seed was planted months ago, years ago.
Yep.
That's why, y'all, you have to just keep plugging away. You have to be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
You have to water and cultivate that seed. You know, she didn't get this gig this week.
No.
Y'all, the world became a witness to it this week. She became CFO when she planted the seed in her mind.
And I have to tell you, right, and there was a big dip before it exploded too. Like I had
every time.
So that was like, and I remember instantly thinking, okay, I am absolutely okay, and I am gonna I'm ready for the next thing.
Yes.
It was really
I'm so glad. I'm glad you pointed that out too.
Yeah, because there was like that dip could have been like really, really hard, but instead it was. I always think back, like, because I'm super supportive. Me and my husband have been married 26 years, and I had to call him and tell him what happened,
Yes.
And I had to get on a flight to go to Florida to meet the other Fallon's other mermaids. And
Yes.
I was like, I was completely shook. And as soon as I stepped off the plane, my husband sent me a YouTube video of the song "Everything's Gonna Be All Right."
Yay!
It's reggae kind of, and I thought, okay, you're right. Everything's gonna be okay.
That's right. It's going to be. I love that. I love that. Thank you so much, Cheryl, honey.
Thank
I
you,
appreciate
guys.
that. I appreciate that. So, ladies, at this time, I'll open it up. We have about 15. We can stay on as long as 10 o'clock. But anybody else who, I don't want to keep you too long, but definitely I want to open it up for maybe some of our new people to maybe give feedback. Don't feel like you're pressed to get on and share. Leah, Takia, Salih, Sister Charm, you don't have to. Before I volunteered you, I'm not going to do that. But if you want to share, this will be the time. Just say, drop in the comments, me. Ladies, the type of soil that we did not get to the other training, I guess, because this is the fourth one, and that is the good soil. And y'all have shared your examples this morning of what it looks like when a seed takes root and is not, choked out by the thorns and the weeds, that the birds don't take away by the cares of life, distractions, that is not burnt to a crisp by the sun, the pains, the memories of pain and suffering. And y'all, it happens over time. That is the law of germination. That was one of the concepts that Cheryl and I in her coaching discussed. There is a rhythm to things. So, the kid says, I guess I'm next, Leah. She put you on blast, didn't you? All right, Miss Takia. Let me see. Do you need, all right, I unmuted you, or did I mute you back? Go ahead, love.
Okay. I don't even think I have a real big celebration this time, but I'm glad to be back.
No, unacceptable. We're going to give you another opportunity to speak what you want.
Okay, I'll
and
start.
Take two.
I'm so glad to be back. Man, I say probably a roller coaster. Everything has just been crazy, but it's been good crazy. And I love me some Leah. Like, it's been good crazy. But it's just been weird. Like, I haven't been able to focus on anything. Okay. But I'm still like on that super sharp where if I need to throw something together real quick, I can.
You can bang it out.
So I put together, I did a real quick program in one of my groups. It was just one of those things. And I want to say I do it all the time, but like I'll just have an idea. As Nikisha said, when you're inspired, you have to take action. So I had an idea and I was like, we're going to do a 30. So I don't have to worry about how many people are watching the video and all that stuff. So I'm doing a 30-day goals thing, just laying out how to set goals and going through all the mindset stuff and all that inside my group. It's going pretty good.
Awesome.
It's a nice size group. It's growing. But at the same time, I decided yesterday, I had been thinking about it for a couple of days, but I decided yesterday that I'm on sabbatical from Midday Motivation because I got to a point where I just wasn't feeling it anymore. Like, I just didn't feel like it. And I started getting inconsistent with it and just doing it late in the
Did she freeze?
And I have also learned, am
I
I
froze.
back?
You back.
Okay. So I've also learned that if you don't feel like, don't do stuff you don't want to do, you don't like to do. So like midday motivation, I loved it at one point, and I was so inspired, and I could wake up and drop a word. And now I'm tired. I'm not feeling it.
Takia, can I
And
tell you what it may be?
what?
Because normally I would not, let me say this, I would not encourage anyone to take uninspired action. All right. However, you've found success online. Yes.
Yes.
What were you doing to get that success online? Just give me what you were doing, or having in order to get that success online.
I was doing everything on Facebook. Like I was going out meeting people on Facebook. I was
Yes.
going live. I was commenting
You enjoyed
on
it.
everything.
You enjoyed
I
it.
did.
And you set a goal for yourself.
Yeah.
Did you hit that goal?
I've hit some of the goals, yeah.
Of the most recent one, of the program, the high dollar one that you did not too long ago.
No, I didn't hit
And
the goal.
so, was that before or after you felt like, I don't feel like doing this, I'm not doing live in mid-morning anymore?
It was before, but I don't know. I didn't really see it as related.
Takia?
Because, yeah.
Keep going. Keep going.
But can I take a break, though? I need a break.
No breaks.
But I am still going live.
I want you to gussy up them lives.
Yeah,
I'm getting a little lag, so I'm sorry if I'm interrupting you. But sometimes I'm meaning to interrupt you. To tell you to keep going. To tell you that consistency is queen. To tell you to refocus. You have taken your eyes off what you have envisioned for your business. We need to revisit what you envision for your business. You're the happiness coach. You run successful programs. Take out your list from the Money Magnet Bootcamp. What on that list do you need to remind yourself that you know about Takia? Because if what you did this week manifests 90 days from now, what kind of business will you have? Don't answer that. 90 days from now, will you want to ask yourself, could you have kept going? See, making a change sometimes requires all of our conscious energy, all of our conscious efforts to come to bear, to consciously say, I have to do it today, even when I don't feel like it. Because I know the only reason I'm not feeling like it is because of the thought. I don't have time to stop and figure out what the thought is. I know I need to go live and bring everything I got to it. Consistency, Takia. As I minister to you, I minister to myself.
No breaks.
No breaks. Takia, do we need a break right now? No, we don't need a break right now. We don't need a break right now.
Okay.
We don't need any. We don't need any. Look, we don't need any self-imposed breaks.
Okay. So it's not an inspired. It can't be an inspired break.
Think about. I want you to think when you sit off to yourself tomorrow for 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. Why do I feel like I need to? What are the thoughts that are encouraging me to take a break right now? What is it motivated by? Is it motivated out of fear? Motivated out of love? What are the thoughts? And you might have to sit with yourself several times tomorrow, 10 minutes at a time. What is this? Where is this coming? Let me take some data on myself. Any other time I would say, yes, chill out. Cruise control. But I would only encourage someone to do that after they have gone full throttle, where they got no more. When somebody else is telling them, okay, we need you to pull up. If your husband ain't told you to pull up, girl, put your metal to the pedal. Is that what they say? Yes. Because guess what? We got to push through this one. Because guess what? We might have to push even a little harder for the next go round. So you're building some immunity right now, kind of like giving yourself the flu shot. You got to build up some antibodies. This is the season right now to push through. Is that fair? Even I said I was going to go back to doing lives daily. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's okay for you to say, okay, I took a little siesta. Maybe I'll try something different. What worked? What didn't work? What needs to change this go round? Thank you so much, Takia. Always something to talk about. Maybe it's time to ask questions to stimulate conversation of that idea. What do we have run out of shit to talk about? Ain't no shit to talk about. Go to, I think I have in the group, somewhere in the file section. Y'all, I got so many documents on stuff to go live about. And this is my thing. You have a life full of lives. Most of y'all think you got to have something scripted. You don't have to. You could jump off this Zoom right now and say, look, I just got off of the most amazing Zoom training. One of my sister charms, we call her Big Apple. Nobody knows who that is, Cheryl. We're going to keep you on the low. We call her Big Apple. And do you know this woman? Because I'm going to post about it. They're not going to know who it is. You know how the ones I do. When a charm manifests a job that's 23% more than what she had. You know how I do it. You can do a live about that. Nobody, you don't drop no names. Somebody said Pinterest has some new shit to talk about. Y'all living every day. You're living every day. You did some shit today. Yesterday, I didn't know what I was going to talk about last night. I just popped open the phone. Stop trying to plan it. Just pop open the phone. Interview a charm. Cheryl and Jules have been on duels. Leah and Jules have y'all been on duel, haven't you? Takia and Jules been on a duel. Me and Leah been on a duel. Me and Cheryl been on a duel. Jules, we'll get there. Takia and I been on a duel. We're gonna get Sister Charm. Her husband do all the lives for their family. So she got documents in the section of the group. Yes. Oh, y'all, it's tons. What I encourage women to do who struggle with things to find about, because it's not the doing that you're struggling with, it's the being, okay? But if you feel like you need a next step, 5 things that you love to do: nutrition, exercise, parenting, eating, marriage, relationship, wealth, success, personal development. It's 5 days of the week. Choose something that you love to talk about. You don't have to come talk about your business. Sometimes people would rather that we don't. Yes. All right, ladies, it is 9:30. Miss Charlie shared at the beginning. Thank you so much, honey. Sister Charm, I know this is your first time, so everybody send virtual cheer fingers, magic fingers. What do they call them? Am I child or cheerleader? Spirit fingers. Oh, she went back out. So, y'all, it's all about planting the seed in the good soil. What is the parable about? It's how the soil retains the seed. Happy dance, happy dance, happy dance, having those spirit fingers. Yes. It's all about, the whole parable is about the soil's ability to hold on to whatever the good, because the soil doesn't care what seed is planted in it. It's just going to bring forth whatever seed that's been planted. Earl Nightingale says you can plant nightshade, or you can plant something very beautiful. The soil does not care. It's going to bring forth whatever you plant. Today, you are planting whatever you're going to see 90 days from now in your business. Yeah, yes. Hey, the world needs your beautiful smile. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for being so real, Takia. Yes, I'm literally right there with you. Yes. So, ladies, we have to, what's the word? We have to double down. This is the season of double downing. This is the season of double downing. And put yourself in a place where you can get inspired by something. Is it that you need new inspiration? What are you reading? What are you reading that could be giving you ideas? Hello, Miss Erin, how are you? I just told my group in Next Level Challenge, I am not quitting. I am going to keep going. Here, we can do this together. Yes. I'm right there with you here. This is day 6. I'll be jumping off here doing my live. And thank you. This is the do it when you don't feel like it part. This is the do it when you don't feel like it part. There are some times when we can celebrate. Right now, sorry, I'm late. I will catch replay, but happy to be. I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here, honey. I need you to do. Yes, we're going to do it. Leah and I were talking about this. We're just going to keep going. Create your own challenge. Put your own hashtag on your video. You know? Okay, this is what we're going to do. Are y'all done with the Next Level Challenge? When is it over, Jules? Christmas Eve. Well, guess what? Our sister Takia, we want to support her. So we're going to do an in-house secret code challenge. I love it. The Smile Challenge. We're doing it. Hashtag Smile Challenge. And Takia, I know Leah and I, Lindsay, do you go live every day? What you waiting on? All right, so in-house secret code challenge smile. Yes. See, I knew Takia was meant to share. Yes. She was meant to share. Thank you so much for that inspiration, Takia. So, Lindsay, I know this, she is so beautiful. Girl, when she ain't got her head wrapped, she gorgeous. I'm just kidding. Lindsay, come on and share.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we got you loud and clear, hun.
Oh gosh, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this right.
You good?
All right. Hi, everyone. What am I sharing about? My phone died. I was trying to get on the computer.
No, well, we're really just sharing. The ladies were just talking about how they've made some shifts in mindset,
Okay.
effortlessly or otherwise, and some shifts for the now. And you don't feel pressed like you have to share. We just wanted to give you the opportunity if you did.
Oh, thank you. I can talk now, but I'm getting over, I guess, a fear, shyness. I don't know where it really comes from, but I talk in front of people all the time. But so of course, 2 months ago, my husband and I we were led to walk off of our jobs, both of us. And we pastor a church in Jackson, and we both were just led to walk off of our jobs. And it's been a challenge. It really has. It's been it's not easy. It's not easy, not knowing where the next, money is gonna come from or what not. My husband preaches everywhere, but it's just been a challenge. So I have a business. I do T-shirts and other crafty type stuff, and I'm often like trying to find my way, filter my way through,
Yes.
day to day, getting in a routine and trying to stay busy and not get. Yeah, I definitely
Yes.
can relate to you on that. It's difficult this week. For some apparent reason, it's just been hard. Like, don't want to do anything and just
Yes.
just kind of mope and think about everything that you could be doing, but you're not doing.
Yes. Y'all, this is the season of the double down, level up. And, I have been there, Lindsay. And this actually, you bringing this up, thank you for that inspired thought, because this brings us full circle, because we kind of opened this conversation about finding the good in the situation. Especially now for you, focusing on what is going right is going to be the best thing. It's planting that seed. It's planting that seed. If you plant the seed of doubt today, 90 days, all hell's going to break loose.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I am grateful for, those jobs. For whatever reason that you left, you have to start right now appreciating that job. After I left Jackson State, I was, oh my God, I'm so happy, I'm making money, I'm so, I didn't need to stay there. Oh, I'm so glad I left. Y'all, there was a grieving process that I went through. I wasn't ready for it. I was just so happy to leave and doing my new thing. But not grieving in that I sat and mourned and cried, but grieving that I had to create a new habit. And that's what we've been talking about, creating a new habit. The only reason it feels awkward to you right now, Lizzie, is because y'all have gotten used to a habit. That's it. Chunk it down to what it really is. Y'all were in a habit of going to work.
Yeah.
That habit now, without preparation, has been broken. So what a beautiful season it is now for us to create a new habit. When I came home, one of the first things that I started doing, which is I'm going back to doing, double down, level up. I was out all the time. I homeschooled the boys for the first 3 years. When I put them little babies back in school, y'all, I was going live in Everybody Cafe. I was all over town. Get out the house. Take the babies with you when you have to. Double them down, level them up. Get some mama that time. Take them. I know several places where you can take them during the day. Mommy time, 3 to 4 hours, they'll keep them.
Oh, they go to school.
They go to school. That's right, they go to school. They go where my baby go. So
they go where I am.
Yes. So this is just a new season to create a new habit. Now is the time for you to date. to shake the shit off and do what y'all always been wanting to do. Because believe it or not, you manifested this. You wanted this. Now that you got it, you're feeling some kind of way because you don't think you should have it. You don't think you deserve it, but you do. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to work alongside your hubby, building a partnership, building a business, building a church. And when you think of the things that you don't want, it's just going to cause a disconnect between you and God. Because that's why you're feeling bad. You've disconnected from him. So just get back in alignment. I don't know the next step, Lord, but I'm walking by faith, and I'm so glad that I had a husband who was willing to take the step with me. I am so grateful and happy now that I didn't have to go it alone. I'm so happy and grateful now that he didn't give me a hard time and made me stay somewhere. I'm so grateful now that we got schools we can put our kids in. I don't have to worry about them being safe. I'm so happy now I got a supportive family. You have a very supportive family. So focus on those things, and then the inspiration can come. The ideas to earn another stream, because y'all got it. I gave you one on the phone one time. Get to it and work on it a little bit until you're like, okay, this is not, I think we need to go in another direction with this. But y'all have the template. Y'all have the format. Walk in it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Get to it.
Get to it, girl. Double down, level up. Yes. Thank you. Anything else, Lindsay, you want to share?
For 2019, our church is another level.
Another limit.
Oh, no. I think I froze. Did you hear me?
Say it again.
Another level.
Another level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You got to do it so you can teach them how.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. That's awesome, Lizzie. Thank you, Sister Charm.
Thank you.
All right, Leah, Aaron, before we go, would you like to share?
I'll just let y'all ladies go to bed, but this is beautiful. I really need to be said. I was talking to Nikisha about that today. I have is doing lives and promoting myself. I went live every day for so long that I just wanted a break, and I got in that break and didn't want to get out.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
And I noticed my following is going down and down and down and down.
Yes. Yes, because guess what? They get used to things too.
Yeah.
And so now we've got to, this is what we're doing, and we'll hold each other accountable. We'll hold each other accountable for it. And we're going to do it. We're going to get back on the stick.
And then I'll use my group as a crutch. You know I do, Nikisha. You get on me about that. My group is comfort. So I go in there because I know they're going to watch. It's always safe. They're always going to support me.
Yes.
But going on my page, I'm so vulnerable. There's people me at every level of my life that I worry about judging me or thinking I'm full of shit.
Yes.
And I let that take over.
Yes. 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 And it's just a constant reminder of who you are. And it's okay to go through those seasons. We're going to have those seasons. Even when you level up, you're going to feel that. Level up. You're going to feel that. You're going to want to go through that every level. I remember Melanie sharing this with us, when she went through a dip. And then the next thing you know, in 6 months, she made over $150,000 in 1 month.
I know.
That was after the dip. So that is
when I did,
positive. I know, right? But she said it took her 5 years of doing that. So what if it is 5 years, 3 days for you to do that? Are you willing to do it? Who knows what our number is? It could be 93 days. It could be 6,000 days. Yeah, I haven't ever been live. I understand, Miss Erin. It's okay, Erin, in your time. That's right. You can do it too. Remember how good it feels when it is. Remember how good. You got to go back to the knowing. You might not have done this before, but you have done something. What did you do? You were successful at it. You did it. I sold out this program, y'all.
yes, you did.
Took my foot off the gas. I was so damn excited. Sometimes you can just stay in excitement and tell yourself, oh, I'm celebrating. Girl, no, you need to get back to work. So we'll hold
With
each other.
my programs, when my programs do well, I use it as an excuse.
I do too. I do too. But you know what? I think, ladies, we've stumbled upon something that a lot of women entrepreneurs experience. Because we do have a lot of other things that we could just dive straight into.
Oh, good.
You know? Yes. So we've got to help each other do that double down piece. There is no letting up for us because ain't none of us got Oprah money yet.
Yet.
Did you hear me? Operative word, yet.
Yes.
Which means that we might not see it for ourselves right now. But ask yourself, okay, so when Oprah got to this point, what did she do? I know she felt like this. She went to Wendy's? Yeah, she went to Wendy's. Literally, that's what she did.
She got a crispy sandwich.
She got a crispy sandwich. When Steven Spielberg told her not to lose another pound, she drove right to the Wendy's drive-thru. You know? So when we have that trigger, guess what? We have discovered tonight our trigger is completing a goal. Whew. That's a trigger. Triggers don't always have to be bad.
No, you know I teach this shit and I'm still struggling.
Yes.
Triggers are teachers, right, Jules?
That's right. Triggers are teachers. So when we know that the trigger is, I tend to want to get up off the gas when I've accomplished something really big.
Me too.
That is my pattern. That is the pattern. So how do you make a change effortlessly? You think a new thought. I do just believe. If I went on to the next step, if I celebrated, but took a moment to say, you know what worked? What didn't work? What needs to change? Let me leverage this. The best time to build to build something new creation is at the end of a masterpiece. That's what my coach said. I believe that. So when we have leveled up, here come another cycle of double down. My trigger is being afraid to do something big. Well, Erin, let me shuck it down to the cob. You define what's big. Isn't that beautiful? You get to define what's big. Don't say in your mind, oh, big, so you won't have to attempt. Set yourself up for a win. Set yourself up for success because success breeds success. And success has to come in the 1%. So what would be a win for you? What's a quick win? What's a success? For Takia, it could be just going live in the morning. For Leah, it could be going live on her profile page. For Lindsay, it could be having a business meeting with her husband at Cups. For Cheryl, It could be celebrating a successful career by having a party and inviting me to it. Stay in NLC number 5 and not quitting. Yes. And guess what, Julie? I'm a stretch you a little bit more. If you've done level 5, if you're on number 5 and you've done it 2 times, how could you leverage that? The first time you went it alone. The second time you invited some of your friends. What would a level up of being in the challenge look like for you? You don't have to answer that now. But this is the season, y'all. It's just, we're going to get it because we're sticking in. Not because it's perfect, but because rarely people do. That's it. That's the only difference between successful and unsuccessful people. That is it. It transcends race, gender, background, ethnicity, sexual orientation. The successful people just didn't quit. That's it. That is it. That is it. When they got tired, when the average person got tired and wanted to chill, they just kept going. So, should we share our lives in a group for accountability? Absolutely. Maybe we'll create another group for that. You know I'm real sensitive about my group out of timeline. We can do that. We can create an accountability group. I've got an idea. We'll create an accountability group in the group chat. Okay, a group, yet another group chat, and then you just share your, if you want people to give you feedback now don't expect nobody to just come to your page because they following you, right? If you want people to show it some love and you don't have to stay on there all day, show a little love and move on, okay? Share it in the group chat. So I'll create that. Thank you so much, Leah. Soul Charm, because Mama does not need another group. I know. Y'all, I'm a group dad, and Soul Charm put me in another group too. I'm not gonna say anything. I just write done. Thank you so much. Well, ladies, thank y'all for coming to Effortless Change Academy's training session number 5. We have several more. Really wanted to talk too about the celebration. The celebration is the Saturday before Christmas. It is early. I planned it that way, hoping that we could spend a little time celebrating this experience with each other, and you could get on if you needed some other shopping to do. So celebrations are really, really fun. We get gussied up and we just celebrate each other. Whatever you know you love it, I will delete out of there. Yes, queen, yes. So celebration, I'll mention again. And anytime, ladies, you have any kind of win, let us love on you. Share that with the group. So I'm looking for that. I'm looking for every day, because something you can be grateful for every day, but definitely every week. Share something so we can love on you, celebrate you, and support you on this journey. I'm going to listen to Disney. Yes! That's amazing. That's how you be sad when you're going to Disney. Right? Isn't it like that antithesis of sadness going to Disney? How many days is the challenge? So we can do it to the end of the year. And y'all, it can be just as, what is the challenge? I missed it. It was explained. We have found, Aaron, that this is our double down, level up season. Many of us have done lives and we've done them consistently, but for whatever reason, we have to get back on the stick of doing daily lives, because that's actually how we all met each other, through a live. right? And we only know that because live videos add so much trust and credibility when it comes to, connecting with ladies, referrals, potential business partners, friends, sisters. So we're all doing a video challenge, #smile challenge, in honor of our sister Lucky Charm, the smile coach, Takia Hanson. All that. Yes, you'll say, let's do a duel. Yes. This is so amazing. So I will share this. And actually Cheryl mentioned it to us, but I just wanted to highlight it, that this is not public record yet. So we're going to keep this on the low, and even my post, it won't refer to her. Nobody will know who that is. I'll just say when a client, I'm just so super excited. Mama Bear side. So just wanted to keep that in here, ladies. And as you know, what happens in the secret code stays in the secret code. No public record, no names. You got it, Pinky Swear. Yes. So, ladies, it's almost 10 o'clock. It is almost 10 o'clock. I thank y'all for staying on so long. I got to go pop on here and do a live. Leah, you want to pop on and do a live? Takia, you want to do a live? Jules, Cheryl, Lindsay, Aaron. We all got to do a live. That's what is a secret. Yes. Good for you, Takia. I am secret. I'll get on with you. Okay, Liz says she'll get on with me. Awesome. Yes. Yes. Let me unwrap my hair. Yes. Linda says she'll get on. All right. So this is perfect. Leah, you and I need to plan another duel. Talk about consistency. Right. Sorry, but happy days. My son made me this sandwich. Woohoo. Yes. Yes. And mine are washing clothes. Appreciate the small things, honey. And they do. So we've got to drum up that love. I look a hot man. Whatever. Leah, Takia, really? If I were you, I'd unpin that hair and just go wild.
Takia, all you got to do is smile. That's all.
That's all you got to do. Go live, smile.
And Lindsay, I need to unwrap your hair. You really, truly can model.
She does, girl. And get this, her daughter actually does.
Yeah, Lindsay's stunning.
She's stunning, Sister Charm. All right, ladies, I thank y'all so much for coming on. And ladies, girl, you're so foul. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording.